Hello students, we will understand the concept of swap today. So what do we mean by swap? Swap is nothing but exchange. Exchange with something that you don't want with something that you want. But in financial terms, it's not that easy. In financial terms, swap is nothing but exchange of one stream of future cash flows with another stream of future cash flows with different characteristics. What I mean here basically is if I want a loan in foreign currency, maybe in US dollar, but I am not staying in US, I'm staying in India, I'll get loan in Indian rupee. So I can take loan in Indian rupee and ask my friend to take loan in US dollars who stays in US, and he wants loan in Indian rupee. So we both swap it. So I have access to Indian market, I take the loan, he has access to US market, he borrows it from there, and later we both swap it. What we are swapping? We are swapping the interest rates. Why I wanted US loan? Because I felt interest rate there are low. Why he wanted Indian loan? Because he felt interest rates here are low. So what we do is, because we are not able to get those loans, we take loans in our own country and we just swap the interest rate. So he will pay my interest rate in Indian rupee and I will pay his interest rate in US dollar. So this is what is transfer of future cash flow. One stream of future cash flow with another stream of future cash flow. A swap is an agreement between two or more parties to exchange set of cash flows over a period in the future. It will not happen only once. It will happen for years together. So if it is a 5-year loan, 5 times we will exchange interest rate with each other. He will pay my rate, I will pay his rate. Okay. So swaps are the most versatile derivative products. They were invented in the international capital market in 1980s. It's one of the milestones. Introduction of swap was one of the milestones in the derivatives market. It has fundamentally transformed the way in which today's financiers or bankers look at funding choices. While futures are single period fixing contracts, swaps are multi-period fixing contracts. In futures, we buy and sell at a particular date only one particular contract. But swaps, every year we swap interest. So it's as good as I have 5 contracts when I do swap, 5 future contracts, because 5 times I will swap at a future date. Swaps were developed essentially over the counter. There was no exchange traded swap, but later on it has developed as exchange traded also. Swaps fundamentally exist because different institutions have various access to financial markets. As I told you, I can't have access to US market, so I can go through swap and still get a US loan. So let's move further. Types of swap. There are two types of swap: interest rate swap and currency swap. We'll have problems on both of these. Interest rate swaps, as I told you, it is an agreement where two parties exchange one set of interest rate payment for another. Most of the interest rate swaps are fixed interest rates with other rates, that is fixed and floating actually, for a notional principal or value. So India may be having fixed rate and US may be having floating rate, that is the London Interbank Offer rate. So we both swap. So I'm swapping the fixed rate with the floating rate. I'm interested to pay the floating rate and my friend is interested to pay the fixed rate. Now, when the swap actually helps? Agents who hold fixed interest rate assets and floating interest rate liabilities will be exposed to losses if the interest rate rises, because the cost of borrowing will rise, the return on asset will not. So let's understand this. Suppose I have a FD at fixed interest rate and I have a loan at a floating interest rate. So FD is my asset and loan is my liability. Now when I have both at different rates, I will earn fixed, but while paying, I am paying whatever is the market rate. So I am at a loss. So what we basically do is we try to convert both at the same rate. If I have an asset at fixed rate, I will go and swap and get a loan also at a fixed rate. If I have an asset at floating rate, I may swap and get a loan also at floating rate. When both are at floating rate, the losses will be minimum and both will move hand in hand to recover each other's gains and losses. Hence, swiping either the fixed asset rate into floating or floating liability into fixed will reduce the risk. The principle involved here is referred to as matching, because it creates assets and liabilities just a second. Sorry for the disturbance. Let's continue. So as I told you, this principle is called as matching principle because we match the assets with the liabilities. So this is how we can do. We can either convert a liability. So as I told you, you can convert a liability from fixed to floating or floating to fixed, or you can convert an investment or your asset from fixed to floating or floating to fixed as the situation may demand. So let's see the next part. The other important points to be noted are there is no exchange of principal. We are not exchanging the loan. We are just exchanging the interest rate. Okay. And when I say we are exchanging the interest rate, only on the settlement date we will pay the net amount, not the entire interest rate. Like for suppose I have paid 10,000 rupees as interest in Indian market, and my friend has paid maybe in US dollars, but I'm converting it to rupees. Suppose my friend has paid 12,000 rupees in US. Now when we swap, he should give me 10. I should give him 12. So instead of he giving me 10, I giving him 12. I'll give him that 2,000 extra. So we'll not pay that 10 because anyways he'll give me 10. To that 10 I'll add 2 and give it to him. So I'll just give him that 2,000 extra which he has paid in US market. And sometimes maybe the US market rate is 8,000 and here it is fixed, so it is 10,000. So he'll give me that 2,000 extra. So we will net the settlement amount or the additional amount on the settlement date. Okay. Plain vanilla swap, it's basically a swap where we swap a fixed interest rate with a floating interest rate. This is a very popular interest rate swap, and here floating and fixed rates are swapped, not fixed and fixed and floating and floating. The floating rate is more in most interest rate swap is the London interbank offer rate or the Mumbai interbank offer rate. It is the rate at which bank is prepared to deposit money with other banks in euro currency market. So it's international trading, basically international market. If you want to take loan or you want to invest, you use the LIBOR rate. So valuation of interest rate swap. Interest rate swaps can be valued as difference between the fixed rate and the floating rate. So it is basically kind of a forward rate agreement. At the future, we decide the rate today and we pay it in the future for the next 5 years or 6 years. So it's like forward rate agreement. Okay, each exchange of interest rate is like one FRA. So we have many forward. If we have 5 years loan, we have 5 forward rate agreements. We'll discuss the currency swap in the upcoming classes. This was about interest rate swap. Thank you.